G'day guys, Luke here at Honeycombs. Stay tuned, we review all machines. So look, stay tuned, Luke's Machinery Reviews. Have a look, see what we're looking at this week. YouTube and Instagram. Cheers, thank you. Feel free to come and see us. So what I do now guys, is I'll go into one of our other sensors. I'm going to update. So this is all available and all on the unit that I've got in the field, which I've been sort of weekly looking at. Okay, so I've gone to a rolling 21 again, up here in the top corner. Excuse me, readjust the camera. Excuse my, still learning with this stuff. So rolling 21, we go back down. Okay, so looking at this, on the 3rd of the 9th, if we come back up, we've got a moisture. Okay, so what that is our crops come down, it's using moisture, our ground moisture is running away, or being used by the crop, I suppose you'd say. We've hit our refill point, the farmer's seen that, fired up the irrigator. You can see by the moisture change here and by the moisture change in the spike, and we come down to our moisture and we brush over that. So what it says there is we've had 20.6 mil in our range gauge, so that's how much we can actually use to verify how much our irrigator is actually putting out, for number one, and two, we can keep a track of what we're putting on it every day. Actually, it was quite handy one day. I used this as a demo for another client, and he was telling me my rain gauge was out. So for example, this one says 20, this one says 18.8. Now, I actually mentioned that in the previous demo to a customer, and he was telling me that my rain gauge is out. And I said, mate, it should be out, it's brand new. Believe it or not, the customer went and put a mechanical gauge underneath his irrigator and found that mine was actually correct and his irrigator wasn't putting out enough. So quite useful. Customer was quite surprised that the technology actually helped him. He went and fixed his irrigator up, and next time he watered, bang, every time he put on water, it was exactly what he was asking for. So that was quite handy. So we'll go back to crop emergence. So once again, this is from when the crop was first put in the ground, basically when I put this unit in the ground and we started. So what we can do is we can go back the life of this crop when we've set it up, and basically we can, these 2 little days, like say for example, I'll just zoom in to this date here. As you can see, if you can see that, I'm not 100% sure, it's a bit, you can see we've had different spatters of rain. So this, over these 3 days, we did have a bit of a rain depression, I suppose you'd say. We had you got time, so we had 0.5 of a mil at midday. We also had, what's that one there? So over the day, look, there's another 4 mil at 3 o'clock. So we've had a sporadic bit of a shower, which has given us this little indentation. So it's good. You can also put notes in here too. So for example, when you do have a rainy day or a cloudy day, you can actually click down the bottom, put in a note, put in a date you had rain, just to keep a track of unwatered, I suppose you'd say, just water that you're getting which you didn't have to start the pump up as such. Okay, so we go back out for the life of the crop. Okay, so a good indicator, so all these little bumps are actually roughly between, well that's 9 mil, there's probably another little sprinkler shower, 13, 11. So yeah, look, the customer himself, he may vary, he might think he's putting 20 mil on. That's actually one thing I will ask next time I talk to him, whether he's put on 11 mil, what he's actually put on. But a good indicator, so from crop emergence to where we are right now, if I touch the top here, it says we've used 201.64 millimeters of water over that crop. Now, you could use that as for your agronomic data to calculate how much water you've used over that whole paddock. So you can base your finances or budgets for the next year, next oat crop on some of these figures. You can use them, yeah, to throw budgets and sort of get a bit of a costing of it all. You know, the cost of the crop, what's it going to cost, an accurate cost, your fertilizer, your water, put into what you get out of it. So yeah, you do your plus and minus and you get yourself a good budget line, profit and loss I suppose as well. So once again, this is over the whole crop. Okay, so a good indicator. It's a good system. We've had it in quite a few demos, so I thought the way technology is, show you what it's like here in the office. And yeah, so what I'll do now is I'll go into the second unit and show you actually the differences in the crop. So as you can see, this is rolling 14. Our moisture, I'll go back just a little bit, I'll go back 21. Okay, so we can see where the crop is using the moisture. So once again, this is the sum of these three sensors. Okay, this is the individual sensor at 3 different levels. Okay, so you can see crops using the moisture, and away we go. Now, what a good one to notice is the difference in paddock. Like I said, this is in the driest area. We're going to go now to one of the other areas. So these two sensors are actually about 70 meters apart as the crow flies. Just the difference in subsoil moisture between them two bits. Yeah, g'day guys, Luke again. Week 12 of our Field Connect Gateway demonstration. Lovely healthy crop of oats. We're about a week away of cutting, so this is week 12. As you can see, I'm just standing on the headland. Got the drone up in the air doing its NDVI mapping. So yeah, look, lovely crop. So after today's photo, I suppose you say photo shoot, the NDVI mapping program, we're just going to sit down in front of the computer and show you where it all ties in together. Soil moisture, crop health, and yeah, how it all ties in together to a lovely crop of oats like this. So, guys, and thanks for watching.